All right. Welcome to Lipstick and Lap Times, where glamour meets grit and beauty meets horsepower, as well as powerful stories take the center stage. I'm your host, Mrs. Kimberly Robinson, your Mrs. USA 2026, and we are here to celebrate women who have overcome adversity, broken barriers, chased possible and impossible dreams, and turned pain into power. From pageantry to racing, business to beauty, and survival of success, this podcast is a space for raw conversations and real inspiration and fearless intervention. So buckle up, turn up the volume, and get ready. Oh, this is a new little thing I have, but get ready to move, inspire, and remind you that no matter where you come from or where you've been, we create our own lane. I am here today on the second podcast ever with my Ms. Marvelous. I heard, let's just talk about her last name, Jamie Lynn Marvelous. I mean, how fantastic is that? That is right? I was like, the first time I met her, I'm just like, how can you have the last name Marvelous? That is, and she is nothing except marvelous. I'm just telling you right now. She is also my Ms. Canada of Queen of the World 2026. I got to meet her in New York this past April, competing for Mrs. Queen of the World, and she was Ms. Queen of the World. And I just fell in love with her spirit, her ambition. I hear somebody in the background. I don't know if that's yours or mine, but um, she inspired me, and I am just nothing but grateful to have this woman in my life. She out her talent was outstanding. In Queen of the World, she went up on that stage. Well, before she even went up on the stage, she came to me and another gal, and she's like, can I practice with you? I'm going to practice my talent." And I'm sitting there like, "Oh yeah, let's do it." And she went up there and she's just like, and I'm like, "Where do you come from? Like, where have you been? Like, are you, who are you? Who are you?" I'm just like, "Okay, if you don't win, I'm gonna go like, okay, you have to." Like, that's literally, I would drop dead if she didn't, because she is a fantastic. And she is an auctioneer that even made it cooler. I would just like, wow, if this is the coolest stuff ever, she belongs, okay, if anything, she belongs on Broadway. Are-
Aw.
You belong on Broadway, girl. You totally belong on Broadway. I mean, uh, pageants are fun, great, but listen, girl, she stole the show. I'm just gonna say that. So, on that note, I want to welcome Ms. Jamie Lynn Marvelous.
Thank you for having me on the show.
You're welcome. Yeah, girlfriend, and our Mrs. Canada as well. So tell me, let's just start from the beginning. Tell me a little bit about yourself, and why would you got pageantry? Where'd you come from? Just give me a little short rundown.
Sure. So I was born and raised in Ontario, which is a province in Canada for, the geography buffs on the call. And in 2013, moved to Alberta. I went to university, so English and history grad. I was going to be a teacher, and I did my placement in a grade 8 classroom, and I fell in love with those children. And I could tell that some of them didn't have a good night's sleep. Some of them were coming to school not having had a breakfast that morning. And, I really I loved that placement. It was, like I said, in a grade 8 classroom. I taught them how to write an essay. So I asked them, I said, what is something that you want to learn for high school? What's something, just scary or ambitious that you want to learn? And they said, an essay. What on earth is an essay? And I thought, oh, okay, we can do an essay. So I taught them the sandwich format of how to do the opening paragraph, the body paragraphs, and just basically back up their thesis or their point they're trying to prove with some excerpts from the novel or whatever they were reading, and then how to close it all and tie it all in.
Can
Mhm.
you tell me, and I don't mean to interrupt,
Sure.
what for, I don't know, can you explain to me what a grade A classroom is?
Oh, grade 8.
Oh,
So
grade 8. Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
I
Okay,
think
cool.
I think probably I have an accent.
I don't know. I think it's a grade A. I'm like, is this Canada thing or I don't
Oh, this
know,
is
but
great. These
I
must be star students, and they were. But
so
anyway,
you taught them how to write an essay. I love that.
yes. And so I just thought that, we built quite a rapport over the period of time that I was visiting this classroom as part of my practicum for becoming a teacher. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm never going to last 25 to 30 years in this profession. I'm
Mm.
going to take all these little kiddos home that, are coming to school tired in the morning or hungry. And I thought, oh, I have to find something else. So I switched out of it and I tried my hand at being an entrepreneur and basically did the auctioneering with my partner at the time. And we had some really good success at it. That's where the auctioneering came from. And we'll get into that, I'm sure. And then certainly spent the greater part of a decade just doing the entrepreneurial pursuit. I was also training German Shepherds nationally and competing with those in a sport that's called International Police Organization. I was just a hobbyist, but my German Shepherds definitely had a job. So it was scent tracking. It's a three-phase sport. So it's scent tracking, which trains the dog for finding a suspect or a missing person, and then an obedience routine, which is nothing short of remarkable what these dogs can do without a leash, just waiting for their paycheck, which is usually a ball or their favorite treat. And then finally, the third part of the sport is apprehending a suspect. Are you there?
Are you there?
Yeah. Okay, here
Okay,
we
cool.
go.
There we go. Okay. So
Missed you for a little bit.
this is all new to me on so Laurie, the last podcast, it was in studio, so it's a little different. So this one I'm doing on my phone in my office right now. All I can hear is my washer machine. So this is new. Bear with us, guys. I'm sure you're gonna love it because it's gonna be funny anyways. So we are talking about entrepreneur. When you say entrepreneur, because I'm one too, we know that, but what was your like what other than you were breeding dogs, right? Am I correct?
Competing. So
Competing dogs, and what else were
yes.
you doing as far as being an entrepreneur?
Well, like had an auctioneering company at the time.
Mm.
So I was at the time, my partner was the auctioneer and I was like a professional bid spotter, if you will. It was very fun. So doing that. And then when we moved to Alberta in 2013, I said, oh my goodness, I'm just exhausted. I want to work for someone else and actually get a paycheck every 2 weeks. And it sounded so fantastic. So that's basically ever since moving to Alberta in 2013, I've worked for someone else and it's been remarkable.
And what do you do, Jamie?
So I work in municipal government and I'm in economic development. And not everyone
Wow.
knows what economic development is, but
Yeah, please explain to us because there's going to be a lot of questions on that.
okay, so a lot of municipalities will refer to it as economic and business development. So what we do is municipality is able to pay for their services, their high level of services, which is in Canada, snow plowing and everywhere, keeping your parks clean, making sure that 911 is available to everyone. Um, just programming in your communities. So economic development looks at growing the non-residential tax base for that community by bringing in commercial enterprise as well as sometimes heavier light industrial, depending on what your municipality has. And when I say growing the non-residential tax rate, um, tax base, not rate tax base. That means just bringing in really amazing businesses that want to contribute to their local economy as well as uplift their community.
Okay, so it kind of sounds like almost like nonprofits in a way. No?
Um, no,
Or is it
this is
okay.
government.
Okay.
So basically, let's see how we can do this in a nutshell. Every department at a municipality has a budget.
Okay.
Um, whereby they're providing goods and services to the community that they serve
Okay.
as appointed administration. And our job is to support mayor and council. That way they can fulfill their duties to the community, the people that vote them in and out. And, you know, they always do an amazing job. But we in economic development are responsible for wealth generation for the municipality to make sure that the municipality has a good flow of funds coming in. That way we can keep those service levels high.
Gotcha. Okay. Totally understand. That's awesome. So in pageant, are you here, honey? You still there?
I'm here.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just bear
I'll
with
just,
me, folks. It's going to be a kind of a shit show in the beginning. But we'll get there. So it's because my phone keeps ringing and I'm trying to like not make it ring. So where I'm trying to still work out the kinks, everybody. We're getting
you know
there,
what I
but
love about this is you're a true entrepreneur at heart. You're just going for it and working through it. And that's what you have to do. You're a true queen.
I wanted to be this to be raw and live, and it is live still. It will be posted live, but I want them to see just who we are, regardless. And I'm like, I'm just working out the kinks. I have no idea, but we do get to do some studio times with some local people. But you're in Canada. I wish you were here because we would be having so much fun. Um, so I met you. I met her. I met Jamie and in New York, and it was a fantastic time. And I loved to meet so many of you beautiful women. You guys were so strong and loving. And I just feel blessed to have you. And also Mrs. Canada. Oh my gosh, Roop, I love you guys. I don't know. I feel just so amazed to have you. Um, I don't know, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what your platform is. So can you tell me what it is?
Absolutely. So my platform is becoming a community builder, and it's something I'm really passionate about. It's volunteering in your community, getting involved, and giving back. And recently I went through a very significant course correction in my life, and we're going to keep it high level. Um, it was all of the amazing people that I got to know through just volunteering and trying to put some roots down in Alberta here that helped me get back on my feet.
Mm,
And I didn't know to ask for help per se, but they showed up and were there for me. And I mean, it just builds momentum. It makes you want to volunteer more and just invest that much more back into your own community and the neighboring communities. It's a really good feeling. And I really believe that there are so many amazing causes out there,
hmm.
and it's really hard for me to choose just one. And so that's why my platform is becoming a community builder, because I believe that you can really volunteer and believe in more than one cause. And if these not-for-profits and charities and community groups work together, then their
Hmm.
volunteer base grows exponentially, and so does being able to share their vision and mission.
Yeah. It is like the saying says, it takes a village, right? It takes a village to do
So
that.
true. So
And it
true.
takes somebody like you, like a true queen, that is going to do this for all of the right reasons. And I praise you that, because it makes me even happier to know that you're that person, that you are doing it because you were there once and you want to give back. And that's what a true queen does. you know, and when it's going to make me cry because I love that to hear that. It's like what it's
Oh,
supposed to be about. So you're amazing.
let me back
um,
at you.
it's not even that, folks, but her, she is such a unique person. Honey, you're so unique. When she walked on that stage, she walked the way she wanted to walk. She did what she wanted to do. She she's a character. She's, gosh, I don't have, it's like I said, you belong on Broadway. You belong on
You're so
Broadway.
good to me. Thank
You
you.
are, you are just like, I'm like, gosh, look at her. It's just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like, all that jazz. That's what you remind me of. Like, I'm just like, can we just go see Chicago? I mean, I'm
No.
just like, I want to go with you. I just want to partake. Can we be a part of a show? Because it would be so fun. That's how it is. That's
We'll
how
have
she
to
is
do
when she walks.
karaoke one night. We'll just have fun.
Oh my gosh, nobody wants to listen to me sing. Oh, it's terrible. But I'll dance. I'll dance. You'll have to do sing and then I'll dance because it is so, you are just the most characteristic, amazing queen I saw on that stage. And I was like, oh, my life, my whole like, and then I was like, then they were like, Miss Jamie Lynn Marvelous. And I'm like, her last name is Marvelous? I'm like, what?
That's really
Please.
funny because sometimes people are like, "So marvelous. Hmm. Is that the name you were born with?" Because they don't know how to quite approach that, right? So it's kind of interesting. But like I said, we've all been through a lot. We pick and choose what we want to talk about, and I really just wanted a last name that was happy and joyful. And so that's a name I chose for myself. It's a
There you go.
process. Yeah, you can go through this process. Anyone can change their name,
Yeah.
upgrade their name, switch it. It's a process that you do with your local enforcement detachment. You can request the name, they do a search if it's available, and you really can choose that for yourself. And I thought, interesting. You get born with a name that someone chooses for you. Sometimes through marriage, you can acquire a name. So I thought, well, why can't I choose my own name? Let's queen this out and just choose our own
Oh,
name.
if it's not fitting for you, it's fantastic. I'm going to say right now, Queen, it is so fitting for you. I'm just like, when she's on the stage, folks, she's nothing except marvelous. And I'm like, oh, so I'm going to go to, I'm going to go to your talents. And she did almost, I don't, what would you call it? It would be, what's the right term for it? It's like a skit in a way.
Yeah, so I guess in slang terms, it would be called a skit. In theater, it's called a 1 minute monologue. So the key is to try and entertain the crowd, bring them through a set of emotions, where that be, being inquisitive to being elated with happiness, or some people try to invoke sorrow with the crowd. Um, I just want to have fun. So,
Yeah.
and just for the record, your talent was amazing. So, yes.
There is no real singing involved. It was just dancing, but thank you. But it is not as good as yours. I'm going to say, even my husband's like, okay, so this is,
Anyways,
you guys have to listen to what my husband said. He's like, okay, but I love you. But what did my husband say to you?
he said he had no idea that people from Canada were so funny.
Only an American, right? Only my husband. But I was just like, babe, she is so good. He's like, I know. And I'm like, if she has to win. I'm like, I will throw down my crown if she does not win. So you're
You know
so good.
what? Just to jump in here, I really wanted to say that the atmosphere was so amazing at Queen of the World. And it's really if someone is ever considering choosing like a pageant stream to go through, I really think that you and I got spoiled that week, and all the other contestants as well. But it was just such a loving and
It
supporting
was.
environment. Yeah. And
Hmm.
I really hope that other contestants and pageant queens get to experience that at
Yeah.
least once in their lifetime. I
Yeah.
mean, we're backstage, and imagine someone who is, and I'm going to use the word competing against very loosely because I want everyone on this call to completely understand that you're actually competing against yourself for personal best in this pageant system. Like competing happens at the bottom, and at the top we're collaborating.
Yeah.
And I really saw that come because I had enough confidence to approach Team USA, if you will, and ask if I could practice my skit in front of you. And not only did you all embrace that and allow me to do that, you practiced a little bit in front of me. I gave feedback, and you loaned me a pair of these amazing gloves.
It's just,
So do you know how empowered I felt going on that stage wearing something from another pageant sister? That was amazing.
they were so cute though. They were so cute for you. It was
Oh,
just, it was like, what is
you're
the one
just the
thing? You just
sweetest
need
soul.
that.
It's amazing.
I love
Anyway,
you very much. Will, well, I think, I don't think, I'm really glad you said that because that's how it should be. Always, always, always. Because, like you said, at the end of the day, we're competing against ourselves, right?
we really are.
We, as women, regardless of a pageant or not, should have a sisterhood and should love one another. Don't get me wrong. We're women. We're just like men. We might have different opinions, different thoughts, different things. That's great. But at the end of the day, we should support one another. And that's what we should do. And especially in pageantry as well, you know? Um, and I agree. Yes, ladies, I'm trying to recruit for Queen of the World USA right now, as well as Queen of the World. So I would have to say, yes, I had one of the best experiences I've ever had, for sure. And you, all of you women have been just nothing but fantastic. And I appreciate that. And it was really fun, really, really fun. Um, if I ask you to do that skit, would you be able to do that? Or you don't have to, but I just want you just to give a little bit to the people, the world, what you did because it was so good.
I would love to.
Okay.
I'm not sure it's going to be exact as to what was
It's
performed.
oh,
I'm a little on the spot, but I'll give it a go.
I don't want to put you Johnny on the spot. I'm
Oh
sorry,
no,
girl.
it'll be super fun.
Okay,
Why not?
let's do it.
Let's just roll through it and see what we can get done here.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just like take a deep breath here and get into character. Thank you to everyone who donated an item for this evening's fundraiser. The first item up for bidding is this relaxation CD, and we will be moving in $100 increments. Did I mention that the Queen herself listened to this CD? Yes. Okay. Well, thank you for that. Well, let's get warmed up with a little bit of a tongue twister, shall we? And then we'll get right into the bidding. Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. So 'tis better, Betty Botter, but a bit of bitter butter. The big black bug bit a big black bear, and the big black bear bit back. The big black bug bit a big black bear, and the big black bear bit back. Ooh! I'm bid $1 bidder now, two now, two now, $2 bidder now, three now, three now, $3 bidder now, four now, four now, $4 bidder now, $5 there. Thank you now, six. I'm bid $6 bidder now, six now, six now, $6 bidder now. Sold right there for $500. was on
That was
Broadway,
so
but
good.
it was so fun.
Oh, I love you. Oh my gosh. I will
I love
never
you right
forget
back.
this. It's so good. Oh my gosh. I'm just so this could be like the best day of my life right now.
No. Oh
I
my
know you have.
goodness.
Let's talk about some other stuff.
Okay.
Okay, so because I kind of put this lipstick and lip times, and the reason why I did that because I'm a race car driver as well as I'm in the beauty business. So tell me one of your favorite beauty tricks or beauty trends or something that you absolutely love to do, something maybe you just learned, you know.
Okay. Um, I'll give you something personal.
Yeah.
I wear perfume to bed.
Oh, girl.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I think I think people try to, save their outfit or save their perfume or their cologne for a special occasion. And I'm all about wear your clothes, enjoy your life, whatever makes you sparkle and shine, you do
Yeah.
that. What are you saving your clothes for? You
What
know,
do I, what?
like what are people saving all of their wardrobe and their clothes for? wear,
Right?
wear your clothes. I wear
Yeah.
sequins once a week because I like them. I
Yeah.
buy them, wear your clothes, enjoy your life, stop worrying about what other people think
Oh.
and live your life, sparkle and shine, and build each other up.
Hmm.
So, one of my little things that I like to do is sometimes I wear makeup to bed. Sometimes all the time, I wear perfume to bed. And there's nothing more amazing than rolling over in the middle of the night and getting a poof of this amazing fragrance that you chose for yourself.
Oh my God, I love that. I think I'm going to start wearing my Chanel perfume to bed now.
As you should.
My husband got it for my birthday, and I'm gonna actually, this is such a great idea. I think I'm gonna start wearing it and then turn over, and he's gonna be like, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, it's got
yeah.
this
You smell
poof
that?
of amazingness, right?
I love
Anyways,
that. Let's see. Let's see here. So, oh, do you like hockey?
love hockey.
I knew you were gonna say
Absolutely.
that. So how, yeah. What's your team?
Okay. Oh
Let's
gosh.
talk
Well,
about it. Yeah. Isn't it the
okay.
fight? So I didn't mean to interrupt you, honey.
That's okay.
So I'm not that good at this, but am a Golden Knights fan. And then in Oregon, we have the Winterhawks, but they're a minor league team. And I love going to hockey. I love it. And then but right now, I think it's the Stanley Cup finals. The finals are already in. Is there any Canadian teams that are currently, I'm assuming there is, they're still competing?
Not at this point. So,
No? Okay.
Stanley Cup Finals are both USA teams,
Okay.
and but I will put in a plug for our Edmonton Oilers because they are so
Okay.
amazing and went to the Stanley Cup Finals 2 years in a row, and I'm a big fan, and I know they're going to take the cup home. It's just not this year.
Okay.
So, yeah. And growing up, I was a Pittsburgh Penguins fan. And Pittsburgh is not that far away from where I was living in Ontario. And so sometimes we would just cross the border for a day. A bunch of us would go to a game, catch a game, and then come back. And it was absolutely amazing. And that was back when Sidney Crosby first came on the team and Evgeny Malkin. And it was a really great time.
Oh, I love it. Say she has beauty, brains, and sports, guys. Listen. Amazing.
You're being
So
really good to me. Thank you.
well, why would I not? I love you. You're like to me, you're like, I don't, you are such a unique person. I'm so drawn to you. And like to me, you're what every woman should be like. It's just I love you, Jamie. I always will. And that's one of the best blessings I've got out of this pageantry too, is just to meet women like you. There's tons of you that I love. I need to go to, I've never even been to Canada. I need to go to Canada now and hang out with you ladies,
If you're
you know?
coming to Canada, you have a place to stay, girl.
Oh, yay. Anyway, were you born in
Always.
Canada?
Was I born in Canada?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So where were
Yeah.
you born?
Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
Okay.
So
Ontario.
that's Twin City with Sioux, Michigan for
Yeah,
just a reference.
I can kind of hear, yep, I can hear what would you say, the Midwestern accent in a
Uh,
way.
sure.
You have that kind of comes in a little bit.
It comes and goes.
Yeah, yep. See, just right there, the goals. Yeah, I'm like totally have it. Let's see. What else can we talk about? Is there anything that you feel like, what would you tell? You actually have been saying this since you've been talking this whole podcast, very complimentary, uplifting things. But what would you let women know, like what you've been through? I kind of heard a little bit of what you've been through and how
Mhm.
other people helped you in your community, which is fantastic. And I think that what would you give other women as advice that are struggling, maybe just mentally or physically or financially? And I mean, I know that's three different things, but just in
Mhm.
general, um,
Yeah, some
any
general
advice at all?
advice or okay.
Yeah, just anything.
Okay. I think, like again, like I said, we'll keep it high level, but I think there is a theme that runs throughout this, and that people will treat you how you allow them to treat you. So keep your standards high. And remember that, and I had to learn this the hard way, that the things we accept and slush off in the beginning are the things that we regret in the end. And because I'll use a Canadian term, they snowball, they grow over time, and you don't really realize it. Sometimes they're subtle, and you think, oh, yeah, that's been dealt with and put away. Um, Keep your standards high. Um, Make sure that you're showing up for yourself in every aspect of your life, spiritually, um, professionally, and with in terms of fitness. Make sure because if you're keeping your body strong with food and exercise and maybe meditation, mental strength, that's going to really help you when you're making your decisions as you weave in and out of the different opportunities and challenges that life presents to us, because
Yeah.
everything is coming so fast these days. So,
Yeah, and I agree. And that's a huge thing. I think as a 45-year-old woman, for me, I think that's one of the biggest things that I struggle with. Mentally, I feel better as a woman, definitely than I ever did at any age. But physically, it's harder. Your body's not
yeah.
the same. You're going through menopause. You don't lose weight as fast as you did. You have to work harder to get your body in shape.
Mhm.
And then even if that, it's still a part of your mental wellness as well, like, and that's a big thing that I've learned recently, and I've talked about actually in my pageant interview, is that yoga has been a big part of my life recently just because of breathing, learning how to breathe, because we sit there and sometimes just anybody, it doesn't matter if it's a man or woman, we
Mhm.
sit there and we hold our breath, and it could be because we're stressed or something's going on, or we just don't take that breath, that we need to. And it's so important, regardless of whatever we're doing in our life,
Mhm.
and I love that advice because, we really tend to overlook that. And I'm going to say that as women, I'm just going to say that as women, we tend to overlook those things. And I love that advice for other ladies. Tell me about your pageantry. Is this the first pageant you've ever been in?
Yes, the first real pageant, I'll say, when I was in second year university, my modeling agency did enter me into a pageant. I had zero training. I had no idea what it was. I didn't even know what I was doing. I had no idea there was an interview. Um, I remember just kind of the only reason I even went to that modeling agency was I wanted to learn how to apply makeup properly, because I didn't want to keep walking around looking like this raccoon, you know? And so then they're like, oh, you should enter this. And I was like, okay. So Queen of the World really is the first pageant that I've ever been in. And so obviously, winning for my country was a huge, huge honor. And that's where I got to know Roop, the Mrs. Queen, and
Mm-hmm.
um, Maya, our national director. I mean, the support has just been amazing. And then to come internationally to Queen of the World in New York, New York, I I can't even tell you. It's just second to none, the experience and the
Mm-hmm.
love and gratitude that I have for all of my sister queens, the organizers, everyone who is involved. The judges were so professional. I mean, right from start to finish, if I just can't speak highly enough about it. And it's really been part of helping me regain a little bit of my identity after my course correction. And
Mm-hmm.
it's been really, really good because I'm like, yes, volunteering is the heart of what I love to do. And, you know, I have a saying that I live by, and it's one that I came up with on my own, but it's something that keeps me going and keeps me inspired. And it's very much like um, going to the gym. You know, people want to be fit. Well, the universe doesn't give you extreme flexibility and muscles. The universe gives you a yoga mat and a pair of running shoes and says,
Mm-hmm.
do the work. So the saying that I have for myself, and I say once in a while, or actually every day, it's a choice to be happy, and I choose to be happy. So that's it. Surround yourself with people who make you happy. Choose a name for yourself that makes you happy. Choose a career that makes you happy. If people are stealing happiness from you, and it can be all at once, or it can be incrementally, and it's like death by a million paper cuts. Protect your peace and be happy.
I love that. That's a huge thing. Some really good advice. Makes me want to cry.
Aw,
Well,
you're so
it's the,
amazing. I can't believe you've put all of this together,
it's
all of
not
your
that
time.
hard. I really, yeah, I just wanted to have something for women to speak their truths with, regardless of no matter if it's something that's negative or positive in their life. I want them to have that platform to do it. And I want them to know that I'm here for them, not to judge them. I'm here for them to give them a voice. And that was one of my things. That's my platform. You know, I help women overcome adversity. And the thing is a lot of women are lacking voices. A lot of people are lacking voices. And it's not fair. Let's talk about it. You know, because
Yes.
it's in my opinion, being able to tell my story makes me heal. So when I go around to women's events or conventions or whatever it is, being able to tell them my story is a part of my healing as well as inspiring them and like, hey, I've never got to talk about this. You know, for example,
Mhm.
my last gal that I was on my podcast, she, you know, she went through a cold. She survived it. She got past it, but she never got to talk to her about her story,
Right.
you know, and giving her that platform and the area to do it, even though it's so close to home, is so important because it's going to help pre-heal. There could be some people that are upset. Well, you know what? That you'd be upset because we're not here to please you. We're here to tell our stories and inspire others and to heal ourselves, you know, and that's why I made Lipstick and Lap Times because I'm not just a beauty queen or whatever, and I'm just not in the beauty business. I'm a woman that dominates racing as well, you know, and I'm here to make sure that every other woman or man, I don't care who it is, knows that they can do whatever they want to do and they can talk about whatever they want to talk about. You know, let's just heal, but let's do it in a positive way. Does that make sense? So,
It totally does. I love how you're using your strength and queen power energy, such good energy, to uplift others and give them a platform to speak, because there's so many times in life where we're silenced or we don't have the opportunity to share or express. And this is really such an amazing opportunity. And I know I didn't get into details, but this is very uplifting and empowering for me. And you have no idea how much I appreciate being on your show today.
Oh, thank you, my dear. I love you. And I think you probably have, I mean, you can be on it anytime you want to because you're fantastic, marvelous, if that's, I freaking love it. And then I want to be able to share a lot of you, my sister queens, have in New York inspired me a lot. And the love, particularly, was just so great that I want to be able to have you guys share your stories. So, and I watch you and your journey and you and Roop and still just rocking the queenness, rocking it like anybody's business. And I hope that I get to see you guys again or have that experience with you somehow again because you're always going to be a part of me and my heart and my sister. So I want to thank you for being a part of the show. And is there anything that you would like to say before I close out?
Um, I guess just in closing, I think just build one another up. That's it.
Did you hear it, folks? That's comes from a true queen right there. You need to build each other up, and that's why we're doing this today, girlfriend. You
Yeah.
know, and it is on a Sunday at 11. Well, it's almost 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's time to have lunch afterwards. But I want to thank you guys for joining Lipstick and Lap Times. We're powerful stories, fearless women, beauty, resilience, and you know reventing ourselves and taking center stage and being who we want to be. And today's episode is sponsored by Skin Aesthetics and Laser, Med Spa in Tigard, Oregon, which is my med spa as well. And we are, if you're ever interested in being a guest or collaborating or being a sponsor, we would love to have you. We love connecting with brands and beliefs of women creating meaningful conversations. And you guys can follow us on YouTube at Lipstick and Lap Times, as well as MrsKimberlyRobinson.com. I want to thank my beautiful guests, Jamie Lynn Marvelous, our Ms. Canada for Queen of the World. And do you want to do your hashtag or your website or anything, my dear?
Sure. So if you could follow me on Instagram, that would be greatly appreciated. It's my name, Jamie Lynn Marvelous, followed by underscore. So it's very simple at Jamie Lynn Marvelous. Thank
All
you.
right, guys. Until next time, stay fearless, stay powerful, and keep chasing your dreams full throttle. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen.
Thank you, Queen. Love you.
Love you back. Bye.